All right, we are live on YouTube, and tonight I'm going to be discussing part of feeling good is looking good, and weight loss is a lot easier than you think. So stick around for all of that and much, much more that's coming right. Live from Northern California, welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. And if this is your first time here, and most importantly, you are open to suggestions and change, please consider subscribing and then banging that bell. And after you bang that bell, when that pop-up box pops up, make sure you select all notifications, because that way you won't miss a single thing. You will not miss anything when it comes to getting a better grip on your life. Excuse me a second. I'm really not feeling that great, but I'm going to keep moving forward. And also, don't forget to make sure on your smartphone, your tablet, your iPhone, your Android, or anywhere that you have the YouTube app installed on, you must also make sure that the YouTube app is set to receive those notifications at a device level. You do all of that, and you're all set to go. You're all set to go. All right. So, Stephanie Ellis, can you do me a favor? Can you please moderate the chat? You know how to moderate it. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And that was Mutt Nut. Thank you, Mutt Nut, for taking care of that. Yeah, how's everyone doing tonight? I'm surprised I'm even able to do a live stream. I've been pushing myself to my outer limits lately, so I don't know how long I'm going to be on tonight. Maybe 45 minutes to an hour max. But I really wanted to once again touch base with you folks and give you folks another great show here with some great tips regarding how to get a better grip on your life while I recover from many things I'm going through right now. I did catch the common cold, and I'm pretty much almost recovered from that. But I did go hiking a couple times last week. I did mention this on the previous show, but just in case you missed it, I did go hiking a couple times last week, and I hadn't been hiking in about 3 months. So I worked muscles I hadn't worked in a while, and I'm very sore. On top of that, I was carrying a 30-pound backpack, and because I hadn't been hiking in 3 months and I hadn't worked those muscles, I kind of overdid it. I actually did overdo it, and I pulled a muscle. So that's been affecting me as well from being able to move around as easily. Now, I am not lame. I can walk. It's all good. It's just a little bit painful, and it takes me longer to get around. And I should be resting more, which I have been resting a lot more than normal, but I shouldn't even be streaming right now. I should be taking the whole week off, just resting and relaxing and really not doing anything but recovering. But you know what? I'm a fighter. I'm a trooper. It's all good. And I'm here. So thank you so much for being here, folks. Before we get into the show here tonight, let me check in and see who's here right now. Let's go to the actual chat. Give me a second. Let's see. Stephanie Ellis, a.k.a. Super Steph, with the clap. Welcome, Stephanie. Thank you for being here. Mutt Nuts Review says, hey, sissy. Mutt Nuts Review says, you're welcome for blocking the troll. Stephanie Ellis says, hi, Mutt. Queen says, hello, Eli, and hello, Mutt. Welcome to the show, ladies. Glad to have you on board here tonight. Mutt Nuts Review says, I am okay, just working on some videos. Just a little bit upset because my 7 tips to avoid YouTube burnout is going to be delayed a few days due to some family things that have come up. Yeah, I hear you. Like I mentioned earlier to my members, which you're one of them, Mutt, I put out a members only posting stating that because of what I just mentioned a few minutes ago, I'm a bit sore. I pulled a muscle. I've been a little under the weather and I'm recovering. I've been moving a lot more slowly. Plus I have my day job to still take care of. So I'm only able to put out one piece of content per day for the time being. And even that's pushing it. So I'm either going to be putting out a members only video or doing a public live stream, one or the other, until I get better. I should be fully recovered within 1 to 2 weeks max, but I'll update you folks through community postings and through these live streams. Through these community postings and live streams as the days go by. So anyway, give me just 1 second here, folks. Queen Helen Casey says, hey, Queen. Mutton's Review says, hey, Queen. And Queen says, smash the like button for Eli. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. And again, I do want to apologize to those of you that tuned in at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, which was the original start time of the show. We started an hour and 15 minutes late. And again, that has to do with one of a few things, everything I just mentioned a second ago. Plus, I had a few unforeseen technical difficulties regarding something I wanted to show you folks at the beginning of the show. And I wanted to make sure I was able to display it properly on the screen so you can all see it. So why don't we get to that right now? The very first thing I want to mention is regarding my website, coach.eliasmelas.com. Let's go over to the browser source right now. As you can see right here, this is my website. And I want to make everyone aware that decides to sign up for free on my website, that my website is now 100% secure. If you go to the top right up here, you're going to see either a green padlock if you're using Firefox like I use for these shows, or if you use Chrome, you'll see a gray padlock. And then to the left of the URL, www.coach.eliasmelas.com, you're going to see HTTPS. So you see that right there? Maybe I can zoom in on that. So you folks can actually see it a little bit better. Give me a second. Oh, that part won't zoom. If you're on your smartphone, just tilt your smartphone sideways to landscape mode for a second, because I know most of you, when you watch from your smartphone, you're watching in portrait mode because you want to chat in the chat. But if you tilt it sideways, you'll be able to go to the very top and see that my website is now secure. HTTPS, which stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. Okay? Which means my website now has secure sockets layer. Secure socket layers, which is what I'm trying to say. Secure sockets layer. I can't even pronounce it properly. Forgive me. But basically what it means is that all data transferred to and from my website is completely secure. Now, I'm not saying that it wasn't secure before that time, before I got HTTPS installed on my website. It was secure up to a certain point, but without HTTPS, it is possible for some people to get some information. But they did not, there were some people that did try to hack into my website. And, all they pretty much got were some public folders and stuff. They didn't really, get any, private information or anything. But right now, my site is completely secured. I have even more security. I did purchase my, secured certificate from GoDaddy. And I also purchased enhanced protection for my website through GoDaddy. So even for people that try to intrude my website in the past, they will not be able to, attack it in the same way. So I've completely secured my website, and here's the reason why. If you go to the top right of my website at coach.eliasmelas.com, which you cannot see because the chat is blocking it. Let me turn off the chat for a second. You see the login right here? Let me go ahead and go to the top right and click on login and wait for that to switch over. Come on. It's just running a little slow right now. Okay. And then let me turn on the chat again. In order to sign up for my website, you're going to want to do that because I'm going to be offering some additional perks on my website for free, but some perks will also be offered to channel members from my YouTube channel here. And on my website, I'm able to pretty much give different degrees of access to certain people. So all you have to do if you want to be a part of that is go to the login button on the top right of my website. And then you see where it says username and password. Well, you don't have one yet. And if you go down below, it says lost your password. Well, you don't have a password. If you go down below here, it says haven't registered yet. Register now. So then all you do is you click on register now. And then it goes over to this page here, register with Coach Eli today and enjoy free premium content. Now, most premium content will be free, especially if you're a member of my channel, which is a paid aspect. But there will be some paid aspects down the road. But the majority of my premium content outside of YouTube on my website will be free. So all you do, you come here, you enter a username, email, first name, last name, password again. And then it asks you to choose your subscription level. Well, right now, I only have one subscription level on my website. There will be more coming down the road. But once you sign up, I can automatically upgrade you, or you can automatically upgrade yourself when those packages become available. So right now, the one package available is subscriber free unlimited access to basic content and ability to comment on my Relationship Sanctuary blog. And then you click on I am not a robot, and then you do the CAPTCHA, and then you register, and you're set to go with your username and password. Now, all of the information that you're going to be able to have premium access to, for the most part, is going to be over here on the top right. I don't know if you can see that. Let me turn off the chat one more time once again here. If you go to the top right where it says Relationship Sanctuary blog, which is what I'm trying to say, it'll take you to this page, and then you'll have options right here. Select a specific section of the sanctuary. And right now, what I've been putting up here are past YouTube videos from my YouTube channel, but even those, you can't access them. So right now, there really isn't anything to access. The only thing I'm requesting people to do right now is to register. So that way, when I do start to, put out more of that content on my website, you'll have access to it, and I'll have your email to be able to make you aware of when that becomes available. So that's that. Make sure you go to www.coach.eliasmelas.com /register and register today. Let me go ahead and just put that link in the chat with my limited energy that I have right now. My apologies. Give me just a second. Hey, Harold, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Why is it not letting me copy and paste that? Jeez. All right, come on. Let me paste it in. There it is. https www.coach.eliasmelas.com /register. And that is that. Okay, let's get back to full screen over here today. And we're going to get right to this because, again, I'm Not 100%. I'm using a lot of energy. I really don't have to do this show, so I want to get through this as quickly as possible and answer your questions. And if I have to do a follow-up show regarding this, then I can do that at a later time. Mutt Nuts Reviews just registered on your website. Well, thank you, Mutt. Now, moderators, by the way, Queen Helen Casey and any other moderator. My members-only videos for moderators that are not members, and even for moderators that are members, I'm going to put those videos also on my website, and moderators will have free access to my members-only videos, even if you're not a member, through my website with the access I give you from my website. So it is imperative, if you do want to get those members-only videos, and you're not able to be a member, you don't have to be a member. Basically, the fact that you're a moderator, you're working, and I want to reward you for that. Make sure you sign up, and then by next week or the week after, when I start feeling better and have more energy, I will get that content on my website. So that way, all moderators will have free access to my members only videos. And, for people like Mutt Nuts Reviews and Super Steph, Stephanie Ellis, aka Super Steph, that want to support the channel at $4.99 per month. In addition to that, that's on them. I appreciate it. It's not required. I thank you for it, but it's not required. So that's what's going on, folks. I wanted to, share that with you, that my website is secured, and I'm going to start to put more content on my website, especially content for moderators, that I do not want available to the general public, especially members-only videos. Members-only videos, either people are going to pay for them or you're going to be a moderator and you'll get them for free. And if you want to be a member as a moderator, then that's something that you just feel like doing on your own. And I greatly appreciate that, but I don't expect that. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mutt Nut, and thank you so much, Stephanie, for being members regardless of it not being required to get that content. All right, so tonight we're going to be discussing part of feeling good is looking good. And weight loss is a lot easier than you think. One more time. Part of feeling good is looking good. And weight loss is a lot easier than you think. Now, many of you out there that have probably tried to lose weight many times and have failed are probably thinking right now and saying, Eli, you're nuts. Weight loss is not easy. It is the most difficult thing to accomplish. Well, I will disagree with you, because the question I'm going to ask you, sir or ma'am, is how much do you want to lose weight? Are you happy being overweight? Do you feel good physically, mentally, and emotionally being overweight? Ask yourself those questions. Now, there are some people out there that are happy with themselves being overweight, but does that mean you're at the healthiest level, in order to live the longest sustainable life possible? I'd have to say no, right? Who wouldn't want to become more healthy? So, losing weight is completely up to you. It's how you look at it through your own eyes, within your own mindset. If you put it in your mind and you have your mind set to, want to lose weight, you will do what it takes to lose weight. And today, folks, I'm going to share with you, how I've yo-yoed with my weight a few times in my life and how I've been able to keep the weight off as I've gotten older. Because I'll tell you, even as recent as a couple years ago, after, right about the time when my ex broke up with me, I did gain about 25 to 30 pounds. And there have been, I guess, 3 or 4 other times in my life where I've yo-yoed plus minus 20, 30 pounds. And while being 20 or 30 pounds heavier doesn't really make me look extremely unattractive or overly fat or anything like that, trust me, there's a tummy there when I'm even 20 or 30 pounds overweight. It also puts more strain on my back. It also makes me more tired quicker, right? So trust me, even 20 or 30 pounds 20 or 30 pounds can make a difference in your body running at an optimal level. But again, whenever I've gained the weight in the past, once I realize, okay, I'm not feeling as great as I used to, I'm getting a little out of shape, I need to do something about it. Then I get my mindset prepared and I say, look, for the next 2 months, I got to go on a crash diet. I got to limit my calories. I have to watch what I eat. I've got to exercise 3 or 4 times harder than I normally do, right? And I've got to stick to it each and every day. Now, many people out there will come at me and say, well, Eli, I do that every day, but I'm still not losing weight. As a matter of fact, I'm gaining weight. Well, let me tell you why you're gaining weight. Because you're not counting your calories. And you're not counting, if you say you are counting your calories, you're not properly counting your calories. And today I'm going to show you folks something here that if you haven't seen before and you're trying to lose weight is going to change your life as long as you stick to it and you use this tool I show you, and even a couple other tools I show you as well. And you can get these tools online or you can get apps for your phone, right? So let me do this. Let me go over back to the email browser source screen and let's switch over to the BMR calculator. Now, if you just give me a second, let me do this here. All right. Give me a second here. I want to make sure that I fit this on the full screen. Hold on, Nelly. Hold on, Nelly. All right, there we go. We are almost set. Give me a second. Do. Okay, I think we got it. I think we've got it. Let me turn on the chat here. All right. Can you folks see that on the screen there? Let me know if you can see this on the screen here. Now, this is a BMR calculator. Melas Review says, I am working on losing some pounds. I have lost some because some of my clothes don't fit right without a belt. Good for you, Mutt. I'm going to help you even further. Mutt, I'm going to provide you more value here than, and I'm not saying I'm all that, but I'm going to provide you more value than any other YouTuber's ever provided you. You know why? Because I think you're an amazing person. And I think you deserve the best. I just think you're one of the nicest people I've ever met. You, Queen Helen Casey, Stephanie Ellis, aka Super Steph, and Rhonda Grace Exploring. Maybe she'll pop by in a little bit. But this is a BMR calculator, Nuts Reviews and everyone else. And BMR stands for basal metabolic rate. And what this calculator here is going to do is it's going to estimate your basal metabolic rate, the amount of energy expended while at rest in a naturally temperate environment and in a post-absorptive state, meaning that the digestive system is inactive, which requires about 12 hours of fasting. So what the BMR stands for is this. Let me speak plain English for you folks, okay? Basically, your BMR is your metabolism. This is how many calories your body burns every day without doing anything. In other words, without doing shit, being a lazy ass. Your body burns this regularly, okay? So, how do you figure out your BMR? Well, you go to a BMR calculator where I'm at. And I've already pre-filled this out. I've pre-filled this out. As you can see here, I'm 46 years old. I'm a male. I'm 5 foot, 10 inches tall, and I weigh 175 pounds. I did gain 5 pounds over the last year, 5 pounds of muscle because I've been working out. So because I'm age 46, I'm male, and trust me, well, never mind. Because I'm 46, I'm a male, I'm 5'10", 175, my BMR equals 1,680 calories per day, okay? 1,680 calories per day. My body burns that with me doing absolutely nothing. If I slept for 24 hours straight, my body would burn 1,680 calories. I'd be pretty hungry when I would get up. But that's what my body burns. Now, if you look down below here, daily calorie needs based on activity level. Sedentary, little or no exercise, 2,016 calories. Exercise, 1 to 3 times per week, 2,310 calories. Exercise, 4 to 5 times per week, 2,461 calories. Daily exercise or intense exercise, 3 to 4 times per week, 2,604 calories. Intense exercise, 6 to 7 times per week, 2,898 calories. Very intense exercise daily or physical job, 3,192 calories. Now, how many calories do I burn? Because I exercise every single day. I walk 4 to 5 miles at the park, or I work out at my place, and I get the same amount of exercise every single day. If I had to guess, according to what this chart says, I probably burn somewhere between 2,500 and 3,000 calories per day. Okay? Now, if I was trying to lose 5 pounds, how would I lose 5 pounds, and how quickly am I able to lose 5 pounds? This is where the confusion comes into place. Now, let me check out the chat real quick. I use Samsung Health app on my cell to track my steps and a few other health stuff. You know what I use, and this costs a little bit of money. It's not cheap. It's probably the most expensive digital scale out there. It's a Wi-Fi digital scale from a company called Withings, Withings, formerly known as Nokia Health. This is a $100 digital Wi-Fi scale, which not only tracks your weight, it tracks your body fat percentage, it tracks your water weight, it tracks everything. It tracks just so many aspects. It tracks your BMR and all that stuff. It is an incredible scale. And there's even an app for it. And what you do is you connect this scale through Wi-Fi, and then you download the app to your smartphone or your tablet. And every time you step on your scale every day, it transfers your stats automatically to the app. So you can see how you're doing. You can track yourself daily. You can even enter how many calories you eat, the types of food you eat. It's amazing. If you really want to get serious about getting into shape and you want to do it high-tech style like me, that Withings, Withings, scale, weight scale, is the best in the business. $99.99. It's not cheap. It's $100. But let me tell you, it'll last you forever. And all you have to do is change out the 4 AAA batteries every 6 months or so, and you're good to go. My BMR is 2303. Okay, good. All right. So, you know what? Let's take your BMR, for example, okay? Your BMR is 2,303, okay? Let's say that, you want to lose 1 pound of fat, okay? How are you going to do it? Well, first of all, what a lot of people don't understand is that 1 pound of fat or 1 pound, 1 pound of fat equals 3,500 calories. So every time you eat 3,500 calories above what your body burns. So Mud Nuts Reviews, if I can whip out the calculator here, and you're not going to be able to see this on the screen, but let's see, your BMR is 2303. In order for you to gain 1 pound of fat with your BMR being at 2323, you would have to eat 3,500 calories a day. That on top of that, which means you would have to eat 5,823 calories. And if you ate that much, that would make you sick. I'll tell you, that would make me sick. Eating 3,000 calories sometimes makes me sick. Now, for people that are heavier set, they do require more calories to maintain that weight. But if you want to lose weight, what do? You have to go the opposite way. Instead of eating 3,500 calories more than your BMR, you have to release 3,500 calories less than your BMR. I eat once a day, and that's good enough for me. Are you tracking your calories? Are you getting your exercise daily? Are you tracking your calories? Because here's what you're going to want to do, Mutt. Again, in order for you to lose 1 pound of fat, you've got to go the other way, 3,500 calories. It's a lot harder to do than to eat 3,500 more calories than your body burns. So let's say your BMR is 2303, like you said. What I would do if I was you is I would eat 500 calories less than your BMR. So let's say you get no exercise, but you still want to go in the right direction, right? So let's take 2303 minus 500. So for you to expend 500 calories each day and head in the right direction of weight loss, you can only eat a maximum of 1,803 calories. And remember, 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. So if your BMR is 2303 and you eat 1,803 calories, you're going to expend 500 calories a day, meaning you're going to eat 500 calories less each day than your body burns, right? And then when you get to 3,500 calories, you're going to lose a pound. So if you expend 500 calories a day, how many days will it take you to get to 3,500 calories? Well, 500 times 7 is 3,500. So if you do it this way, Mutt, you will lose 1 pound of fat every 7 days. Every month, you will lose 4 pounds of fat. Now, Mutt, what you got to understand, everyone else, is that you might actually lose more weight than that. But technically, you're only losing 1 pound. Let me tell you what's happening. When you're losing more weight, you're losing a lot of water weight and other type of weight like that, okay? Your body retains a lot of water, so you're going to lose a lot of water weight, and that's going to fluctuate, okay? But in theory, the most people can legitimately lose each week is typically 1 to 2 pounds, and that depends on their level of exercise and how overweight they are. Does that make sense? Melas Review says, I will admit I can eat a lot. I can really pig out at times. Well, that's going to kill your diet. Well, let me ask you, Mutt. By the way, does anybody want me to put their BMR on the screen here? Does anybody care to put their height and weight and their age publicly and want me to input it in the BMR calculator? Let me know. Let me know. I can put that in there. If you go to this website here, and I will go ahead and put it in the chat. It's calculator.net/BMR-calculator-HTML. Let me put that in the chat right now. Give me a second. Mutnuts Review says yes. Okay, 4257,355. Okay, let's do that. Let's go up here. 42, you're female. 57. $355. Let's calculate. Give me a second here. Damn. There we go. All right. Yep, you got it right. Your BMR is 2303. And even if you get a little bit of exercise, it says little or no exercise. But if you get a little or no exercise, you'll burn about 2,700 calories. I don't know how much I weigh, so I am screwed. Queen, when was the last time you stepped on the scale? When was the last time you stepped on a scale, Queen? So anyway, I don't have a scale. Okay. Do you have a friend that owns a scale, Queen? I'm just messing with you, Queen. Queen, it's all good. As long as you feel good about yourself and you feel you're in good enough shape and you're in good health, that's, on you. I just want to help the people that, are struggling with it. It sounds like you're not struggling with your weight, Queen. I don't think you are. But excuse me. But yeah, so folks, I'm not going to be on too much terribly longer here unless you folks have any questions. Here's the thing. Weight loss is in your head. If you want to accomplish it, you can accomplish it. Okay? Is it technically easy? No, but it is easier than you think. If you really want it, you're going to make it happen. And like I mentioned in the topic, part of feeling good is looking good. Because let's face it, okay? Even though most people are reasonable, decent people in this world that, like people beyond just their looks, wouldn't you rather look at somebody that takes care of themselves than somebody that looks horrific and doesn't take care of themselves? If you're going to date someone, don't you expect them to take care of themselves physically as much as possible, even though that's not the only aspect that you want out of a relationship? You want the mental, you want the emotional, you want the spiritual. But don't you also want to be able to physically look at your partner and say, wow, my man takes care of himself. My man's hot. He's this 46-year-old sexy Greek man. He wears those stylish, Ray-Ban Wayfarers, kind of like Ray Charles did and Tom Cruise and all those famous actors, right? Okay. He's got the confidence and he loves himself. He's a happy guy and he looks good and he's cool to hang around with and he's smart and all that, right? I've seen so many people out here on YouTube and in my life outside of YouTube that are extremely overweight and are unattractive and don't take care of themselves. And they're miserable and unhappy people. And I'm not here to criticize anyone that's overweight. I've also met some people that are overweight that are the nicest people in the world. And this is with no disrespect, Mutt. I think you're one of the nicest people I've ever met. And you own it. You know where you're at. You own it. You know exactly where you're at, Mutt. And I respect that, because most people that are a little bit overweight are going to be insecure about it. And they would not be open to talking about it. And they wouldn't even come out here and run a YouTube channel like you do. And I have to commend you for that. That's amazing. It's incredible. I need to get a new scale. Mine is messed up. But the last time I was weighed at the doctor's 3 weeks ago, I was 355. Okay. You're going to keep heading in the right direction, Mutt. I know you are. I know you're going to get there. And I got to tell you, Mutt, here's the thing. Okay, if you want to get there, if you want to get down to, let's say, 250 or 240, and then eventually get down to 200 or 190 or 180, if you want to get there, Mutt, until you get there, you cannot have any splurge days. I can tell you, Mutt, if for 1 year you get on a good diet plan and you stick to it for 365 days, day in and day out, and you exercise at least 3 to 4 out of those days for an hour each day, and stick to your diet and your plan, no matter what, you're going to be amazed with the results. Now, you only do what you want to do that makes you happy. And primarily do it for your health. But additionally, let's be real here. Part of feeling good is looking good. And I know most people out there, and I'll speak for myself, including myself. I'm not going to lie. I'm a confident dude, but let me tell you something. When I'm 20 or 30 pounds heavier than I am now at my nominal weight, I may not come off like it bothers me. I don't show people that it bothers me, but quite honestly, it fucking bothers me. It does. Because when I'm in good shape and fit and know I look good and feel like I'm the fucking man, then I feel that I'm unstoppable no matter what anyone else says, right? I feel like I'm on top of the world. Because I've worked hard to take care of myself at a level far above and beyond most 46-year-old men are able to take care of themselves. Well, they're able to, they just choose not to. I've seen so many 46-year-old men, or men in their 40s, even men in their mid to late 30s that look like they're 60 because they're 100, 200 pounds overweight. They've got tons of gray hair already. Like they just don't take care of themselves. They've just like given up on their life. Why have you given up on your life at such a young age? You can still look good in your 40s and 50s. I'll tell you another thing. I've seen women in their 40s and 50s that are in better shape and look better than many women in their late teens and early to mid 20s nowadays. And it blows me away. I've seen women that are 56, 57 years old that are like, damn, I'd take care of that. Wow. I never thought I'd say that, even at 46 years old. Women that are like 10, 12, 15 years older than me are looking good. Like they're fit. And they take care of themselves. They use lotion. They work out. They don't have a whole lot of wrinkles. They color their hair. They take care of themselves. Guys, you can do the same thing too. You can do the same thing too. It's really sad what I see out there, you know, and again, that's why a lot of these guys don't feel good about themselves. They behave erratically because they don't look good, so they don't feel good. Right? And I'll speak, you know, from my perspective. I'll speak based on my experiences. When I'm 20 or 30 pounds heavier than I am now, which I vow to never get there again, it takes a toll on me deep within. I'll be honest. I'm a coach, and I'm sharing the truth with you folks. I can't coach people unless I'm truthful about myself, right? But even a 20 or 30 pound weight gain for me takes a huge hit on my confidence. I'm not going to lie. So in order to maintain what I have going for me, to keep the fire going, right? I work hard to stay in shape. I work hard to maintain what I've made out of myself. And it's not that difficult. If you do it each and every day, if you get on a routine, and you do it each and every day, it becomes a routine, and then it's simple. Then you will, if you're out of shape, you'll get back in shape. And then you'll stay in shape because it'll become a routine. It'll become a part of your daily life, a part of your daily ritual. My calorie intake today was 1,057. So, Mutt, how many calories do you typically eat daily? Like, do you have days where you eat 3,000, 4,000 calories and don't exercise? Or do you typically only eat about 1,000 to 1,500 calories per day? Because let me tell you something, okay? And I'm only using this for example purposes with no disrespect to our weight difference, okay? Okay, so I am 175, okay? You're about twice my size and weight, right? I'm only saying this because if I only ate 1,000 or 1,100 calories per day, what did you say? It was, if I only ate 1,057 calories per day, even at my weight and height, that would not be enough. So there's no way 1,057 calories is going to be enough for you. Now, what I would do if I was you is I would probably crank it up to about 1,500 calories a day. I would eat 1,500 calories a day, whether you exercise or not, and I would at least try to get a 1 hour walk 3 to 4 times a week minimum. So don't undereat, because undereating, Mutt, is just as bad as overeating. Seriously, I've done that before. You need some energy. You need energy, period, to do what you got to do, right? It depends on how I feel sometimes. It's more than there are some days I don't eat at all. Well, no, not eating at all, Mutt, is gonna screw you up more than anything. You gotta eat. You gotta eat every day because you gotta keep your metabolism burning. So if there are days you don't eat at all, Mutt, that's as bad as overeating. I'm just letting you know. Like, I wanna help you in any way possible because, listen, I know you're happy with who you are. I know your boyfriend's happy with who you are. But I know you have goals. And let me tell you something. I think in 1 year, look, you're a beautiful woman the way you are. And I'm sure your boyfriend feels that way. But what if we did this nuts reviews? What if in 1 year we made it our goal out here to turn you into the hottest chick on the planet? How would you feel about that? How would you feel if we, in 1 year, were able to turn you into the hottest chick on the planet, and with your personality, like your boyfriend would be like blown the hell away? Now, again, it's more than just the looks. It's for the health reasons, right? But again, the purpose of the stream is this. Part of feeling good is looking good. Let me tell you something. Like, I'm not a, how do I say this the right way? I'm not a conceited type of guy. I'm a little cocky, but every guy's a little cocky. That's normal, right? Any guy that can admit is a little bit cocky and funny is a boring dude. It's not a real dude, right? I'm confident within myself, right? But me looking good and knowing that I look good for my age, Makes me feel great. Makes me feel real good about myself, right? And I know there's some people watching this, Queen and Mutt and anyone else watching here, you may think this is the dumbest thing you've ever seen, right? And that's fine. Because if you're watching this and you think this is the dumbest thing you've ever seen, then you're probably horrifically out of shape and don't love yourself and don't want to better yourself, right? I never want to put myself in that position. Because again, like I said, if there are people watching this and they think this is the dumbest thing they've ever seen, then that's just projection. Then they're like, okay, I'm fat. I'm unattractive. I feel terrible. I never want to feel good. I never want to look good. I never want to better myself. I'm just going to live a miserable life for the rest of my life. If that's the way you want to live your life, then I have to ask you, why are you coming to this channel here in the first place? When I'm here to help people live a more positive and healthy life and lifestyle regarding their business and personal needs. Give me a second here. Let me take a look at the chat. Your body mass index is 55.6. My cal intake today was 1,057. I set a goal, Mutt Review says, right now to get to 300 by midsummer, taking it in baby steps. Mutt, may I help you? Free of charge. You became a member on my channel. You didn't have to. I appreciate that. It's going to help you regardless because you're a mod. May I help you get there free of charge? And you know what, Mutt? Why don't we create videos on this? Why don't you create videos of your weight loss journey? You want to know how many subscribers and watch time you get? Jesus Christ, why didn't we think about this? This is something that you could be making videos on and blowing up your channel through the roof. Do not block Save Robbie. He got over 3K subscribers. Oh, okay. Well, let me check out his channel then. Where is he at? I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Why did this not populate? Give me 1 second here. Let me refresh the page here. Give me just a second. I'm sorry. For some reason, my Go to Channel plugin did not populate. Wow. What's going on here? Is this not working? Why is it not working? That's interesting. Did YouTube figure out how to stop this plugin? Give me 1 second here. That's interesting. I cannot. Wow. Let me go to pop out chat and see if it works there. Yeah, for some reason, I'm going to refresh one more time, and if that doesn't work, I think something happened to the go to channel plugin. I think Google and YouTube found a way to block it, because it's been working fine, but all of a sudden it's not working. I mean, I'm able to click on Nightbot, but the other people here in the chat, it's not even highlighting their name. Maybe they'll come up with an update. Oh, there it is. Now Queen's popping up. Okay, yeah, it wasn't preloaded. Now I see it. It is working. He joined June 27th. Oh, Queen, do you have the go-to channel plugin now? The extension? Yeah. Yep, I'm able to access your channel, Queen. It is working. It wasn't loaded initially. All right. Yeah, we're going to wrap this up in just a few minutes here, folks. Any other questions from people in the chat? Again, part of feeling good is looking good. And for the people out there that, go out there and say, well, people should accept me for who I am. They shouldn't judge me by my looks. Well, I can understand that. I can understand. I used to feel that way when I was younger too. And, during those times where I gained 20 or 30 pounds, and it took me a few months to get over it, let me tell you, you get less female attraction when you're 20, 30 pounds overweight, even 20 or 30 pounds. That's how this world's become, right? They say, don't judge a book by its cover. I agree with that. But how many people live by that rule? Let's be honest. Even the best of us want someone that not only is intelligent, is emotionally stable, can carry on a great conversation, is spiritually in tune. We want someone who takes care of themselves physically, is attractive to the point of where we just want to make out with them all night long. We can't stop. Right on top of having all the rest of the stuff I just mentioned, right? But who are the first people to say don't judge a book by its cover? Who are the first people to say, looks shouldn't matter? They're the people that are out of shape, overweight, don't take care of themselves, and have been rejected because of the fact they don't take care of themselves. Now, look, I don't expect people to be in the best shape. As I've gotten older, I don't even expect women to be in the best shape. Okay? I understand that women have had kids and they may have 10, 20, 30, 40 extra pounds. I get that. But, if you're 100 or 200 or 300 pounds overweight, at that point, it's becoming very unhealthy to the point of where you might die at a younger age if you don't do something about it. Forget about your looks. Forget about the physical attractiveness of yourself. Think about what that's going to do to your body parts. Think about, how it's going to affect your life. You don't want to put yourself, on your deathbed sooner than you need to. People in their 30s and 40s, even 50s, it's too young for people to die. Take care of yourselves, folks. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult to decide today and say, hey, look, I'm tired of being fat. I'm tired of being unattractive. I'm tired of being a jerk. I'm tired of being a cranky woman. I'm tired of this. You can make that change and start feeling better about yourself and start making changes to better yourself. Folks, I went through this phase in my younger days. I know how it works. I get it. I've lived it. And to the people right now, like I mentioned earlier, that are probably watching this stream or this video on the replay and saying this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, those are the people that need the most help. And until they're ready to realize it on their own that they need the most help, no one can help them. They watch videos and streams like this and they're like, okay, we're just going to come over here and project our insecurities onto Eli because he takes care of himself, because he's in good shape. He's a decent looking guy for 46 years old. He has confidence and energy, and he's a fun and outgoing, lovable person. And we wish we could be like him. Smash the like button for Elias, says Queen. I used my cell phone to check. Oh, okay, you did a search. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Yeah, it's his first time here. I've been getting a lot of new people, Queen. Queen, I've been doing a lot of networking, not on YouTube, in other ways. I'm not going to mention those ways for obvious reasons. But I've expanded my horizons. You're going to start seeing a lot more people coming over here on this channel, Queen. And again, once I fully recover from, all the pain I have, and trust me, I've kind of settled into my chair right here to the point of where I can, have enough energy to run this show for a little bit longer. But yeah, I'm sore and I've got a pulled muscle, and if I move too far, I'll feel the pain, the aches, right? Okay. Plus, I've been recovering from a cold. No, I don't have coronavirus. Like I mentioned earlier on the week, I went to my doctors and found out I'm not dying, folks. Just so you all know, I'm not dying. And just because I took a few days off of YouTube doesn't mean that I'm giving up on YouTube and I'm not here for you folks. I am. Things happen. People need to take breaks. Life happens. Just because for a 46-year-old, I feel I'm in the best possible shape I could be in, doesn't mean that I'm immune to things going wrong every now and then. Just because I'm 46 years old and I've treated my body like I'm a 21-year-old because I feel I have the energy of a 21-year-old doesn't mean I'm not 46. I am 46. I'm 46 years old. I keep saying that. And I have to keep instilling that and engraving that into my brain, because many times I push my body to my outer limits. I push my body as if I was still 21 years old, and I'm not 21. I'm 46. Now let me ask you, ladies: was the shade look tonight pretty good prop for this show? Did you like it? Part of feeling good is looking good, right? Do these shades do me justice, Queen and Muttnuts Reviews and anyone else that's here right now? Let me know before I go off the air here. While I wait for that, on another serious note, folks, seriously, it's up to each and every one of you how you want to live your life. If you want to live a life of misery, if you want to live a life of where you go and attack other people and project your insecurities and go around saying, hey, you know what, I wish people would accept me for who I am. I wish people would, not judge a book by its cover. I wish people, wouldn't say that looks matter. If you're one of those people that have that mindset, you're in the wrong mindset. Because, and I'll tell you how I know, I used to have that mindset. And when I had that mindset every time I would gain 20 or 30 pounds in my life over the past 46 years. It's happened 3 or 4 times. Even for that 2 or 3 or 4 month period where I, worked out and went on the diet to lose the weight, while I was overweight at that level, I thought that same way. But when I am in shape and like I am right now, I don't think that way. I'm like, wow, I was a whiny little, what? I was a whiny little female dog. It's an insecurity. Who doesn't want to look good? Honestly, is there a person on this planet that would prefer to look unattractive and be extremely overweight than not? Seriously, ask yourselves that. I'm just asking an honest question here. Would you prefer to be overweight and unattractive or attractive and fit? What would you prefer? So if you're unattractive and overweight, with the exception of Mutton Nuts Reviews, because she's an amazing person, she's doing something about it, she's owned it. But for anyone else that may be in Mutton Nuts' shoes and you are sitting there and whining and complaining instead of doing something about it, you're whining and saying, why can't people accept me for who I am? Why can't, there be more to life than looks and this and that? Well, ma'am, I have to ask you, why did you let yourself slip so far? What happened? Right? It's an honest question. And again, forget about the looks. I just punched my pop filter. Excuse me. Again, forget about the looks. What about the health aspect? There are people out there that are insecure because they're overweight and they project their insecurities, but they do nothing about fixing the issue. And they don't realize when they fix the issue, they're going to fix two things. They're going to get back into shape and live a long, sustainable, healthy lifestyle instead of die young from diabetes or whatever other health issue you're going to get being overweight. And number two, they're going to stop feeling bad and crappy about themselves. And they're going to start feeling good, just like my background says. Feeling good, right? Let me show you this. I turned on the wrong thing. Let me see here. Here we go. Here we go. Feeling good. You like that? Feeling good. It's a good look. Says Mutton Nuts Reviews. May not migrate autocorrect. Okay, I'm not sure what you meant there. I am not going to ask you about the sunglasses because it is none of my business. Okay. No big deal. It's all good, Queen. You can ask me whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me. I'm an open book. But that's okay. I respect your wishes. It's all good. Not a big deal. Mother's Review says, if it's not raining tomorrow when I go out to pay bills, may do a live when on the walk. Great. That's great because you have over 1,000 subs. You can stream from mobile. Fantastic. You should do that. You'll get some more watch time doing that as well. All right, folks, we're at 1 hour and 8 minutes, and I'm going to wrap this up in just 2 minutes here. But again, listen, let me take up the shades for this last part. Folks, listen, the most important thing is for you to take care of yourself so you can live a long, healthy, sustainable life. It's the most important thing. Do it for yourself. Okay. Again, I've seen many people out there that are overweight, unattractive. They've let themselves go and they've spiraled into a deep depression. Or they'll come out here on YouTube or they'll hang out with a group of friends and they're like the Debbie Downer of the group. And they're depressing people that bring everyone else down and never have anything positive to say. You can change that about yourself. If you just start taking action today, look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? I love myself, but I'm not happy with what I see. I'm going to change and become the person I should be. I wasn't born 100, 200 pounds overweight or 50 pounds overweight. This happened to me for one of many reasons. Whatever I did to get there, overeat, not exercise, whatever, right? I accept it. I own it. You look in the mirror and say, you know what? I am fat and I've got to start losing weight. Number one, for my health. Number two, because I want to look good. I deserve to look good. I deserve to feel good, right? Instead, for those of you out there, I know there are a lot of people watching this that are overweight and unattractive and out of shape. And you could change that and be attractive or become attractive and get into good shape. For those of you out there that this is bothering you, you're not looking at it the right way. You're not looking at it the right way. No one's trying to attack you. People are just trying to motivate you to say, hey, look, you can become a better person. I'm not saying you're not a good person being the way you are, but you can get in better shape. You can start to live a more healthy lifestyle. And it's a lot easier than you think. And I can actually even help you. If you want me to help you, I'd be happy to help you. I would be happy to help you. The problem is, these people that are so depressed, and they look at people like me that are so happy and positive and fit and attractive. They're so down and so depressed, even if they know they need to make a change to better their lives in every way. In many cases, they still don't do it. They still don't do it. They would rather continue to project what they currently are, which is what they don't want to be, instead of making that change to be who they really want to be or who they were really meant to be. I think people that are out of shape and overweight and unattractive are basically wearing this shell, and you just have to work hard to uncover that shell. Part of that is, getting on a great, well-balanced diet and exercise regimen. And number two, becoming a more positive person and stop projecting on the people that are the type of people you wish you could be. You can be like us. You can be like us. It's just up to you when and if you want to make that change, right? Instead of continuing to attack people like myself that truly want to help you better yourself. If it all depends on the weather, if I do a live from my walk, says Queen says, Mutt, take an umbrella with you. Melas Review says, I will if it rains, but when it rains, I don't take my cell out of my pocket, and it is in a plastic bag in my pocket when it rains, Queen. Jeez, come rain, come shine. I've done those live streams in the park. When I get better, folks, also, when I'm fully recovered from everything, I'll be back to doing mobile live streams once or twice a week, from wherever. I haven't decided where I'm going to do my mobile streams, but they're not always going to be from Red Morton Park. They're going to be from different places. So, anyway, all right, folks. With that being said, I'm going to get on out of here. We're at an hour and 14 minutes. I'm going to go relax It is 11:32 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 8:32 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time in my neck of the woods. I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area. And you've been watching Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli live here on YouTube. If you miss any parts of this show, please go back and check out the replay. Please like, share, subscribe, bang the bell, select the notifications. I love helping people, folks. I love helping people get a better grip on their life. It's what I enjoy doing. It's my passion. I would appreciate if you could help me get the word out, start spreading the word of this channel so we can continue to make a difference in more people's lives. People need our help out there. Let's reach out to them, find them, and help them together. All right? I want to thank all the moderators for being here. Thank you to Muttnuts Reviews. Thank you to Queen Helen Casey. Thank you to Stephanie Ellis, a.k.a. Super Steph. I believe she was here earlier. And anyone else that stopped by. Have yourselves a great night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye. Good night. Bye-bye. Bye, Mud. Bye, Queen. We're out. Bye. We're out. We're out. Peace out.